Hey, you clicked this video, that must mean you want to fight. Though by fight I mean Pokemon Battle, and by Pokemon Battle I mean you just want to watch this video. This is a tag series that PokeTubers do annually, and I was tagged by Birdkeeper Toby, and I mean, I guess I was a PokeTuber this year. I did give myself the temporary PokeTuber status for a while there because I was doing 90% Pokemon videos for about 3 or 4 months. So I guess this is like my only chance to ever do this tag. So here we go. Question 1. What was your favorite part of the Pokemon 20th anniversary? For me, Pokemon Generations for sure. I super enjoyed the Pokemon anime as a kid, but I grew out of it. I only recently got back into it for research purposes, and I would skip through most of it. The battle animations of the modern anime are way, way cool, but the rest of it... But Pokemon Generations is like a taste of the perfect Pokemon anime. A more mature, though still mostly child-friendly anime. If they were to extend these into full-length episodes, my dreams would come true. And that's what I hope this is, actually. They're testing the waters to see if there actually is a market for a more mature Pokemon series, and if it does well, which it is, then they'll make it a full series later on. I really hope that's the case. And of course there's the whole Sun and Moon releasing. It's definitely my new favorite Pokemon game. It's still not perfect, of course, but oh, is it so good. Question 2. What is your favorite Pokemon from Sun and Moon? For me, Golisopod. I've never had a bug-type anything on my main team before, and this armored monster is powerful. And just in time too, as bug-type got a big buff this and last gen. In second place for me would be Incineroar. I understand why it gets some of the hate that it does, but I love it. But I also loved Thundercats and SWAT Cats and the Warriors series of books growing up, so I really like cats. Question 3. Which video are you most proud of making this year, and which video are you the most excited for next year? I mean, really there's no competition. This series took maybe 800 to 1,000 hours to make. I stopped keeping track around 300 because and it's not even done. Like, I've been putting off the last part because I'm tired of it. But there's one more conclusion. It's just kind of like a talky video where we just podcast kind of style. You know, it's not even that important of a part, but there's one more part coming out. But this video was extremely experimental in terms of style, and I love experimenting. And my favorite videos are the ones where I learned something too while making them. And I learned so much from writing all these. Not just about Pokemon, but history, mythology, mysticism, all sorts of things. And I always have fun when Toby's involved. The first video in the series is now my most watched video, and is also the first video of mine to be featured by YouTube itself, which is probably why it's also my most watched. It's thanks to this series that so many of you found my channel even, and why I've gotten so many of you on my Twitter now, and that's awesome! I look forward to sharing more awesome things with you on there and here and everything in the future. Plus, the series got me a lot more involved with the PokeTuber community. My channel was and always will continue to be a variety channel, but for a good 3-4 months it was towing the line, if not passing the line, of being a PokeTuber channel. The term temporary PokeTuber was thrown around a lot on Twitter and YouTube, as I mentioned. And through working on it, I met so many other awesome PokeTubers, and am planning on collabing with them in the future. As for video next year, I don't really have a single one planned. I planned out all of next year, and it's crazy. I'll get back to that later, probably. Question 4. What is the coolest bit of Pokemon merchandise you got this year? I had done plenty of Pokemon videos before, but they were never a massive part of this channel. But, like, because I enjoyed Pokemon and made a few videos about it, I had some Pokemon things here and there. But this year, because Pokemon became such a major part of the channel, I of course had to get a ton of Pokemon merch for my shelf to mark that. Where'd they go? Here. I got this. This is one of my favorites, actually. This and Misty. These little Ash and Misty statues. If the camera wants to focus on them. Come on, camera. Ooh, yeah. These are amazing. I love the detail on them. But also this box. Hikaran Koku, an awesome Patreon supporter and an awesome fan who I might be mispronouncing the name of, sent this to me as a congratulations on doing that awesome video series gift. and it's the collector's edition of the guidebook to Sun and Moon, but the box that it comes in looks amazing, and so that's going to be a big part of the shelf for a while. Also, all that research into Zygarde and Arceus and all them, I had to get little figurines of all of them. I didn't grab Arceus because it's just the small one here, and that one is very peculiar. I don't know if you can see it, I'll zoom in. It's so peculiarly, I don't know the word, precariously? I think that's it. It's so precariously placed that if I touch it, I might not ever be able to get it on there again. And when I first thought about this question back when Toby tagged me in this whole video series, I was expecting, you know, that would be it. Like, that's all I would mention. But, just last weekend, I don't know when this video is going to post, so I don't know if it's still last weekend or not. Last weekend or the weekend before, I went to the Sacramento Gamers Expo, which was my first expo, by the way, and it was a lot of fun. I met so many fans. It was amazing. Hi again. But while I was there, at Mouse Alchemist, if I'm remembering right, at Mouse Alchemist, a few days prior to the event, asked me what my favorite Pokemon is that doesn't have a plushie already. And I was like, Cacnea! And then she showed up. I didn't even know she was in the area, so I thought she was just making a Cacnea. And she just showed up and just gave me a Cacnea plushie. Handmade. I think it's life-size also, because that's what she specializes in. We had a nice long conversation about it. She makes life-size Pokemon plushies on commission. But she just gave me this one, which is awesome, because Cacnea is one of my favorites, and it's amazing. Oh, so this is probably my favorite thing. It has that handmade look, the handmade touch to it, and I love her. So yeah, big shout out to her. I'll have a link to her in the description, and you could schedule a commission for her also. I want to support her a whole bunch, because she's an awesome person. And she told me that she's currently talking with someone else. They're in the work of creating a life-size Gyarados. Question 5. What has been the best Pokemon video you have seen this year? Birdkeeper Toby's Halloween special, Ghosts and Rotom in the Old Chateau, I think is the title of it. But if you came to this video after watching Toby's this video, then you're seeing a lot of crossover here. But I just love it. For so many reasons. As far as the information being said and the theory itself, it's nothing new, sure, but it's the presentation that makes it. And I know that this is the style Toby wants to get more into, and he wants to make more videos in that style. I repeated myself just there. But that particular video is the perfect step for him to be taking. I love seeing friends do the things that they've always wanted to do. And it was a big inspiration for me too, because I also wanted to get more into more on-location, semi-plot-based videos, the Vsauce-esque style. So not only is it an awesome video in its own right, it's also awesome to know that that's the direction he wants to go, which is cool, but it was also an inspiration to me, so it's double cool, or would that be triple cool? I lost count. It's very cool. I'm shivering. What should your viewers expect in 2017?
Well, a lot more of me, that's for sure.
Get out of here, Maxwell.
Yeah.
And now, of course, a Pokemon tag video is the best time to bring this up, but you can expect to see a lot less Pokemon. Don't read me. Not a lot less, but I've known this whole time that that whole series and everything going on that month, I was a temporary PokeTuber, though Pokemon was still such a good chunk of this channel before, and it will continue to be a big chunk of the channel after. So I'll still be doing more Pokemon than I was before that series, even, just not as much as I was doing it during that series, if that makes sense. This is a variety channel, and I have too many ideas that aren't related to Pokemon to be cooped up in my head forever. I'd say probably a Pokemon video at least once or twice a month. Right now, the plans always change, but the plan is 2 videos a week. So I think 2 Pokemon videos a month is very doable. Anyway, on top of this, next year, more experimentation. More action-y on-location videos, more comedy and fun stuff within the videos,
More insults, more clickbait, more Patreon begging.
more science-heavy videos, more controversial videos for the sake of controversy even, all kinds of stuff. I actually have the entire year planned out, as I mentioned, as 1 to 3 videos per week. Most of the time it's 2. Next year has a new look. I already have the graphic design and everything figured out, except for the banner and the thumbnails, and I still have a huge list to do. It'll have another mini-series. It'll have more animations. The animations only work out as long as Patreon is good, because that's one of the Patreon goals, is get animated series. Support me on Patreon! Ah, shameless tag! There will be continuations, or sequels I guess, even like HD remasterings of some of my more popular videos that I've done in the very distant past that I feel like I could do way better now with more information and just better editing. Just so much fun stuff. More animations, more cameos, more crossovers. I could just go on and on. Next year, the plan is, plans always change, but the plan is go above and beyond. I want to do everything that I did right this year and more. That's the plan. My shoulder popped and it hurt. Number 7. Name a channel with less subs that your viewers would love and should subscribe to. I'll give 2, and since I know most people being tagged in this whole thing will be Pokemon channels, so they'll probably mention other Pokemon channels, I'll specifically not mention Pokemon channels. First of all, Chronicles. We've helped each other out a lot in the past, and continue to do so. I actually do the voiceover for a few of the series over on his channel. It's a channel full of game development documentaries, essentially. Going into full detail of how your favorite games, and some obscure ones, were made, received, and how they affected other games in other series. From Fallout to Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Tales, and more. Chronicles, I think, should get many more subs and views than what he currently gets. Because excellent content, and he's a big help on this channel. Like, come on, guys. And now, like, there are so many smaller channels that I love, but I'm not sure if the my viewers will love, which I assume is what this question means. So, at this point, the only channel I'm aware of that's a good size smaller than me, that is similar enough to me, would be Dr. Wily. Lots of Zelda and Mario theories. For some reason, he has the name that is a Mega Man character and he doesn't really do Mega Man videos, but whatever. Lots of Zelda and Mario theories. So yeah, Dr. Wily, I guess. Now then, I hope you enjoyed this vlogish video. And as for tagging others, let's go with Bolt Legends, Hoops and Hip Hop, and Game Boy Luke, because Rotom is the best Pokemon. I agree with you. Unless you only use it for aesthetical reasons and you don't actually think it's the best one. But yeah, Rotom is one of the best Pokemon. So, Game Boy Luke, and Hoops and Hip Hop, and Bolt Legends. Speaking of which, Bolt Legends and Hoops and Hip Hop I also both recommend. I did a series like this, a video. Click this video. It's basically all the Pokemon related channels I recommend. Click it, it's really good. It's a little outdated, but it's really good. And until next time, stay awesome, thanks for watching, and look forward to next year.